Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Licker Kenobi. And before we get started, guys, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, we got an interesting article here. It looks like David Corenswet, before promoting his Superman movie that's coming out next month. Well, in 2 weeks, 2 months from now, almost. He discusses that he's a huge Star Wars fan. So he did a video on Twitter, kind of promoting his movie Superman, and it's pretty funny, bro. But let's read the title here. David Corenswet's Star Wars nerd out of compilation might just be what Superman needs, bro. I mean, it is a pretty funny video, but we'll see and we'll read it in a minute. So here we go. So he does a scene when they're getting ready to blow up the Death Star in Star Wars: A New Hope. So watch this. This looks pretty funny, bro.
The Death Star is in range. You may fire when ready. I have you now. What? Yahoo! You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. I think it was a little early on that one. You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
Oh, God. I mean, at least he's a Star Wars.
Stand by. Stand by. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. The Force will be with you. Always.
And that is pretty funny, bro. I mean, at least he kind of got everything right. So, his delivery is effortless, like someone who's played the scene out in their head hundreds of times, because he has. Corenswet then casually dropped a mention of that Rogue Squadron books, expanding universe staples from the pre-Disney canon, like it's common knowledge. This wasn't a rehearsed bit or a PR stunt. This is someone who's lived with the franchise long enough to remember characters' arcs most people have never heard of. The kind of unfiltered enthusiasm you expect to see at a fan convention, not in an actor's press kit. And that might be exactly what Superman needs right now. From fanboy to Man of Steel, Corenswet's geek cred doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's entering a pop culture battlefield. James Gunn's new Superman film, simply titled Superman, is meant to launch the DC universe into a new era. But so far, most of the public-facing promotion has come from Gunn himself, and reactions have been mixed. While Gunn is no stranger to comic book hits, some longtime Superman fans have expressed concerns about the tone, the casting, or simply the uncertainty that comes with a reboot. Yeah, man, there is a bit, like I said, dude, there is a bit of concern with this, bro. The way they're portraying Lois Lane when she did that interview with Superman, it's like, and then of course they're trying to change Superman's tone, that he has to wait for the president's approval. No, Superman is somebody that goes around and saves the world. He saves people from any threats. Whether it's in the country or out of the country, man. I mean, he's obligated to help people, man. That's who he is. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little worried about this. I do hope this movie does succeed, man. I hope it does. I hope I enjoy this movie, man. But we'll see. Enter Corenswet, tall, square-jawed, and refreshingly earnest. He's the kind of leading man who could easily rely on looks alone, but instead he's winner hearts winning hearts by being a massive unapologetic nerd, just like his predecessor. The Cavill comparison. It's hard to draw parallels to Henry Cavill. When Cavill was first cast as Superman, he brought more than just physically, he brought fandom. Yeah. Superman, Henry Cavill, he is a gamer, and he's a fan of World of Warcraft, Warhammer, and he's a fan of The Witcher. And not only that, I saw him in Instagram. He built a PC, bro. An actual PC. By hand. And that's guts, man. That's a nerd right there, man. The man built a custom gaming PC lockdown. He paints Warhammer 40k miniatures. He once corrected an interviewer who confused World of Warcraft with Warhammer. He refused to call fans toxic, instead of calling them passionate. Fans didn't just respect Cavill for the role. He earned their loyalty by being one of them. Exactly. Now, when he did the show, The Witcher, the showrunner changed what was the Witcher about and tried to focus it more on the women cast, Yennefer and Ciri, instead of trying to focus it on Henry Cavill's Geralt, because The Witcher is about Geralt of Rivia, and of course they rejected it. They ignored him. So that's why Henry Cavill, after the third season, he left. He was done. He was tired, and he left. And what happened with him on Superman? He had the perfect look. I loved his Superman, but it's just that Zack Snyder's universe, it did not work with him. And of course, James Gunn, instead of trying to keep Henry Cavill to play Superman in a new universe, they decided to cut ties with him, bro. Which was a mistake. A big mistake, for that matter. But, hey, that's on them. Corenswet might not be assembling supplies on camera, but his ability to quote obscure Star Wars dialogue while casually flexing EU knowledge hits the same sweet spot. It's proof that he gets it, not just the character he's playing, but the passion behind it. Living the dream, suit and all. Long before the viral video, Corenswet told Entertainment Weekly in 2019 that playing Superman was his pie-in-the-sky ambition. At the time, it felt like a hypothetical. He was still early in his career, having just landed breakout roles in Ryan Murphy's The Politician in Hollywood, but even then, people were telling him he looked the part. Turns out they were right. Not only did Corenswet land the role, he stepped into it literally. Like Cavill before him, he screen tested in the previous actor's suit. Cavill once donned Christopher Reeve's iconic costume. Corenswet put on Cavill's, calling it a marvel of engineering. That full circle moment felt like more than a symbolic passing of the torch. It was a literal embodiment of legacy. What makes a man super? It's easy to forget amidst all the casting speculation in cinematic universes, course, that Superman is more than a role. It's a responsibility. Corenswet needs to understand that he studied All-Star Superman. He's paying attention to the quiet brilliance of Christopher Reeve's Clark Kent. He even cites his brother-in-law as an inspiration for how Clark carries himself physically, trying to disappear into a crowd while hiding a much bigger presence. In a recent interview with Associated Press, Corenswet described the filming process as a kind of extended summer camp, where the tone of the film blends action, comedy, and longing romance. The vibe, he says, is feminine. That's a far cry from the gritty realism of the Snyder era, and it may be the tonal reset DC fans have been waiting for. The power of fashion. The internet is fickle. Fandoms even more so. But is there one thing that tends to cut through skepticism? It's authenticity. Cavill had it. Corenswet might too. In fact, David Corenswet reciting the Star Wars trench run isn't just a party trick. It's like a sign. that the man playing the most iconic superhero in American culture actually cares about the stories, about the fans, about the kind of awe and wonder that made him fall in love with his stuff in the first place. In a media cycle dominated by studio press releases and cautiously worded statements, this one unscripted moment of raw enthusiasm might be the best publicly Superman has yet. I'm gonna say this, bro. That for what he does in the Star Wars in this thing right here, that's not really the best thing, but at least he's showing that he cares, you know, about good storytelling, bro. So I mean, I am hoping that this movie does well, man. I really, really do, bro. But it's just that with so much rumors, so much speculation of what is going on, of what James Gunn is trying to do in the Superman movie. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is gonna. I don't know, man. I'm just worried. I'm just a bit worried about this movie. So I'm hoping, please, 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 be good. Be a good movie. So that's going to be it for this article. So you guys let me know in the comments what do you guys think of this video. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.